everybody, this is the Derek Duct Tape Man here. And first I'd like to say thank you for going on my channel and watching the videos. Now this video here, I'm going to talk about my videos in my series here. This is going to be my first video after the induction. The video series on the Friday the 13th, what we can learn from them. And this has begun a really interesting study on these lessons. And just to let you talk about the day here. And we all know about Friday the 13th. It's a day that people as unlucky. But some people say it's unlucky. And reality is, no one knows the origins of how it became associated with bad luck. Although we tried to equate some things, but in reality, no one knows for sure. We'll probably never know. According to historical records and stuff like that, it was an unlucky day since the mid-1800s. Now we're in 2025. But the thing is, are we supposed to be messing around with luck? Or unlucky, or good or bad? Well, let's see here. Psalm 27. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we will remember the name of the Lord our God. Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. Proverbs 3:6. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. In those verses I showed you, we're not to trust in anything else but God. We're not to trust in luck. Or just how things roll. Because God does not just let things roll. He's going to control. He created everything. Do you think he can control everything if he created everything? So he knows what he's doing in his wisdom. He knows what he's doing. There's a saying that goes, I wish I had God's power because I could do whatever I want. Then he says, but if I had God's wisdom, I'll do exactly what he does. And that is so true. Because God knows every scenario that's going to pull out. That's what we need to trust in. No luck, good or bad. In fact, luck, good or bad, as far as God's concerned, there's no such thing. Because he's in control. So in everything, you should trust in him. No, except if you're playing bullet chess. You have 1 minute on the clock. That way you got to either trust that either A, you're going to have a plan better than your opponent, or B, you're quicker with the mouse. And you're lucky enough to be quicker with the mouse than your opponent. That's basically how you win in bullet chess, which is not chess, but I guess in bullet chess, you trust in luck. Everything else, you trust in God. Yeah, a lot of your chess players will probably get that. But in all seriousness, that's who you trust in. Because he's going to control everything else. He had planned out everything. He planned. He knows the plans he has for you. So, he knows what he's doing. Even though we don't. So that's why we trust in him. Not just because he wants to rule, but he wants us to trust in him because he's in control of everything. He has a plan. He knows what he's doing. Even though we don't. Sometimes we're asking ourselves, why did this happen? Why did this happen? We said we get to heaven, we're going to ask. Well, actually, if you get to heaven, you're going to realize it doesn't make a difference what happens here, basically. Why did this happen? That happened. You're probably going to totally forget all about that. So if you're going to forget about it then, might as well forget about it now and just trust that he knows what he's doing. I know sometimes I have a hard time grasping this too, so sometimes it's like one of those, I wish I could have a mirror right in front of me because I'm basically preaching myself too. You got to trust in him and not luck, because there's no such thing as luck, good or bad. No one's lucky. Well, I guess in sports sometimes we say that, oh, you were lucky, whatever. You know. But in reality, even that. No. But in life, basically, you gotta trust in the Lord. Because he's working everything out. He has a reason for everything, even though we don't know what it is. You know, a few cases where the disciples were on a ship with Jesus and the wind and everything is so haywire. It's like waves, everything was like probably be crazy here. We probably thought that'd be a crazy situation to be in. But Jesus was sleeping. Yep. And Jesus was sleeping. And think back to Joseph. All he went through. At the end he said, you may have meant it for evil, but God meant it for good. And that's exactly how things transpired here. So that's why we need to trust in God. Because he has the plans. He has plans for us. Even though we don't know what he's doing, he does. So that is it here. So I thank you for watching. And this is Derek Duct Tape Man saying, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, like, hit the notifications, get more videos of me. So this is Derek Duct Tape Man saying, see you there. Goodbye.